Hey guys, so I guess I'm uploading this video on Christmas Eve because I wasn't really thinking of what to draw. Um, my family is normally at home, so like during this time they've been at home because of COVID and stuff like that. So it's been like all over the place for me in terms of like me trying to figure out when to film and stuff like that. So right now I am filming and I will start coloring in this drawing. So recently I have been watching Fire Force, which is actually on I'm gonna use GG1, which is green gray, and continue talking as I go along. I've been watching Fire Force, which is on Funimation. Um, my friend did not warn me. Originally, I liked it for aesthetic. Normally, I pick out animes based on aesthetic, and then hopefully it has a good story to go with it. Um, Fire Force is interesting, but I was not warned by my friends about how much fan service there was in the show. Usually, a lot of the animes that I watch, they have some fan service. I'm not gonna say they don't have fan service at all, but they have like a certain amount of fan service that's not like annoying or just heavily um heavily influenced by the fan service that's going on. Fire Force has quite a lot compared to what I'm used to. I normally feel awkward watching stuff with that much fan service, and then on top of that, I was watching some episodes, and my brother entered my room, and then he saw those. I was like, "Goodness me, turn away!" and like it was like trying to close my eyes in some scenes because I was like, I don't want to see some parts because of it. But it's not like there's any like nudity or stuff like that, like where you actually see like full on naked people. It's more of just like tiny bit of skin and that's it. But it's awkward moments between characters. So I decided to draw Shinra because he's my favorite character overall. I am going to use. Oh jeez, I did not calculate what I was going to use. I use BR93, which is a burnt orange for his straps. But yeah, I chose Shinra because he's my favorite character so far. A lot of Fire Force actually has many politics going on in the story, so it's kind of like fun for me to actually follow because normally I don't know why I always get into like a bunch of animes that do involve politics. Like My Hero Academia does involve like worldly politics in it, so it's kind of strange that I do that because normally I'm not someone like in real life. I don't like following politics at all, but in animes, I just end up doing that where it's like a story that has politics, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just follow this story. Um, but it's interesting to see that anime kind of is this thing that I'm following that doesn't always have stuff that has stuff that I normally don't follow in real life. So there's a bunch of that. But Shira is one of those characters that's like the best heart. Like he has a good heart, and he kind of looks um a bit ridiculous because the whole story revolves around the fact that he doesn't have a nice you know when you're nervous, he doesn't have a good nervous face. His nervous face is very sinister. It's a very my nose is running, but just deal with that. But his face is literally this like a smile like that. Um, says the eyebrows. I just gave him the best eyebrows I could, cause why not? But basically, his nervous face is kind of ridiculous because it's literally just this big grin, and he doesn't mean to actually do that, but he's stuck with it because that's just how his face works, and people always get the wrong idea because of it. But I think that's super funny, but at the same time, it does add to the fact that there's so much fan service in the show, which is like kind of cringy for me because usually I don't particularly like that. It's not that it's bad to have moments like that in the show. I think it's more so how much of it you have and like how much of it like really matters and adds to the show and how much of it doesn't. I'm gonna use GG9, which is a darker green gray, to color in his black parts of the uniform. So overall, the show is pretty good, I would say. It's fun. There's a lot of comedy and action. I only watched up to like episode 8 though, so I'm still going through. I think they made it to season 2 and that was it for now, but I'm excited to see where it goes. So right now I am coloring in his belt. Oh, so the reason why Shinra is my favorite character is because he's even though he's kind of funny, he actually has a better heart than most of the characters in the show. Again, like I said, it revolves around politics and stuff like that, but he's actually one of those characters that really just is good-hearted, and he joins like the Fire Force to be a good person, which I think like I'm losing what I'm trying to say. But I think like it's like a good thing. Like he just wants to be a hero cuz people think of him as a bad person, but he's not. So yeah. But like cuz there's so many politics going on, he's trying to unravel the truth about certain things and stuff like that. So he really attempts to figure out who's actually a bad guy and who's actually a good person. I've also been watching like a Demon Slayer. I finished. They only have one season so far. There's supposedly a movie, but I did not see it yet. I have yet to find it. I don't know where they have it because Funimation is confusing. Like, if you subscribe to Funimation, it's confusing. Sometimes they have things and other times they don't, and you're just like, but I wanted to see the movie, but you guys don't have it. So I have to go on a hunt for everything. So I am done coloring that part, and then it's gonna be all gray for the other stuff because literally that's just his outfit. I chose this look because I actually like it, the whole t-shirt and the what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but there is a name for it. I'm just completely forgetting, but it's like those are those long johns or something? I completely forgot. My mind always blanks right now at this moment. But it's like, the oh, are they overalls? Is that what it is? That's what I'm thinking about. But yeah, they're I really like the combo and the um especially because so he usually wears like this jacket. I'm gonna start coloring and then you guys I can talk to you guys better. I am going to use WG2, which is a warm gray. So their original outfit has, besides the fact that he wears this, on top of it, he's supposed to wear a bulky coat. I like the bulky coat because it looks really nice. It's cute. It makes characters look all puffy because they're wearing like this big puffy coat, um, which is super nice. And also, it is like protective for them, so that aesthetic actually works really well for the show. Um, but they, I actually like, cause there's scenes where they show him putting on his uniform, and it's literally him wearing these overalls. Are they overalls? I think they are. I'm just blanking, but he's wearing them and then he's wearing his t-shirt. I think that aesthetic I like the most out of like the combinations you can do with like the outfits. And I'm getting really focused now, so my talking is going to be less. But yeah, I think I feel like a lot of the anime I've been watching recently because I've been quoting lines to with my friends on Messenger, and I've just been chatting with them. And then when I start quoting lines, I start realizing how similar all of them are, really, like when it comes down to like the lines that they say, and like how similar but how similar all of them are in terms of like they're all about people wanting to become heroes to save someone or people in society in general. And so I was just like laughing at the fact that they're all similar and I'm not watching anything else. And that's basically it. And my friend was like, is all anime the same? I was like, I guess so, because you can quote like lines that main characters say all the time, and then it's like, that's exactly almost basically the exact same thing as the other person said. It's just the other character said it's just in a different genre and their aesthetic is different. But I like how that just shows how much I like art in terms of like looking at the artwork more. I do pay attention to like the storylines, and storylines are super important to me when I'm like watching something because as I have good context and stories. But overall, I think that just shows how much like I'm looking at different aesthetics for artwork. I'm gonna use WG4, which is warm gray, and I am outlining, sorry, shading these. Is my camera still focused on? Yeah, I hope it is. I know like my favorite characters have mainly been like superheroes and stuff like that, but I think that's just me. I just like nice people in general. So when I look at characters, I like nice. Like I like heroes because they want to save people and they want to do good. I'm really different from like my brother. He'll look at like, okay, villains and then heroes and every like in between and like different characters. But for me, it's just like, okay, I prefer heroes because they're nice. They're not bad people who want to harm people. So yeah, but I think Shinra's power is like really interesting to me because he makes fire from his feet, which is super cool. But I think he's still kind of learning how to fight, but he kind of already knows what he can do a little bit. So yeah, so I am done this drawing. If you want to see the process work, it will be posted in the description box below in my social media. I'll post pictures, and yeah, I'll be uploading this video on Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve to everyone. So yeah, yeah. And then for Christmas, I will do the outlining video. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to see my other drawing videos, it's in my drawings playlist. Bye!